All right. Welcome everybody to webinar number 18. Show you my screen there. All right. Welcome everybody to webinar number 18. Here in April, we've just finished up March and we're a few days here into April and we're looking pretty good already. You guys are doing great. Got a great March. Just want to go over the agenda with you for what's going to happen on today's webinar. I'm going to go over some of the enrollment statistics from March compared to February, as well as do a little reflection on goals and some questions related to that and where you're at personally and with your goals and your ranking. As well as we're going to talk about the Start Strong incentive, and some things that go along with that, as well as some of the rankings and also some of the most improved participants from February to March. We'll have a list of those along with the Start Strong incentive. And then we'll have a great guest speaker in Helen Duke towards the end of the webinar. So it's a pretty short webinar. Mainly some things to reflect on in the past month. We're halfway through, so it's a lot of things that we just need to reflect and tweak and change and improve to keep moving forward. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we are halfway through. Just want to throw you some questions and let you reflect and reevaluate where you're at currently in Diamond Club. You guys have had a lot of improvement, a lot of learning, and a lot of success. There's been a lot of lead changes and changes in the standings, so that's good to see that everyone's being able to have some sort of success, whether it be with LRP or with the enrollments, getting people on enrollment or getting those new enrollees on the Loyalty Rewards program, or just building your team in general and rank advancing. Some people may not be getting the enrollments and the people on LRP, but they are able to build and work with their team to get the rank advancements. So you may not see some success in one area, but you will see it in another as long as you're working hard and trying to reach those goals and steps that you've already placed ahead of yourself, trying to reach that why and complete it for your personal gain and growth and for your team. So where are you at currently with your goals? For what happened during the month of March, did you reach those goals? Were you close? What have you accomplished? Were you able to complete those steps as those action steps as part of those goals? Or do you need to change some of them so they're maybe a little more attainable, or do you just need to change part of that goal so that you're able to work with your sponsors or your team more in order to help you reach that goal in the long run for this next month? So some things to reflect on and think about. Write these things down so that you can move forward and be able to get the success and reach the ranks and get the enrollments and have the people on LRP that you're wanting to. So it's just a matter of putting in the work and letting the success come to you as well. So what ranks have you hit during Diamond Club, and how can you accomplish the next rank during Diamond Club? A lot of you are getting close to reaching a new rank. As you're getting the new volume and people on LRP, you're seeing a lot more volume, so you're able to reach those ranks. A lot of you have already been able to reach ranks, so what are you doing now to reach the next rank in order to maintain where you're at and continue moving forward, rank advancing? Remember, Diamond Club is to help you reach that level of the diamond. And it might be tough starting from a premier or a silver, but it is doable as you work with your team. You get those positive experiences and relationships, and you're able to reach those goals that you've set, and anything can happen. I've seen people get over 1,000 volume within a day or two at the end of the month to reach their new rank that they've been really reaching for. So anything's possible in Diamond Club when you're working with your team and you all know what the end goal is for each other, and and you're working for each other for one goal, and to help each other reach those little steps and complete those little steps to each goal. We know we have those little action plans or action steps in each goal to reach. So it's time to reevaluate what needs improvement, what action steps or action plan steps need to be changed, or what do you want to improve on, what goals need to be reset, or what higher goals do you need to put out there so that you can do well. What is going well with you currently? What goals were you able to reach very easily and you need to up the ante or to put in a higher stake for it? What things aren't going so well that you just need to change a little bit? Maybe it's working with your team and your specific leaders, or maybe it's one leg that did good in February but they didn't do so good in March that you need to focus on now, that you need to balance the attention you give in your team, not just to one side but to another. You know, there's these little things that you have to think about as you move forward. And you guys know your teams really well, so maybe it's something that doesn't need to change. Maybe it's just something that had happened in March that you weren't able to correct, maybe a death in someone's family or something like that. You know what, these things, we can't know that they're going to happen, and we can't look to change them in the future, but as you give support to everybody, you'll see improvement, and as you give your attention to the areas that need it, you'll see the improvement there. You'll see the volume and the relationships you'll build there. So what are you guys going to do in order to double your results? You found out what you can do, or somewhat of what you're capable of, and I know you guys are capable of even so much more. There's some people that are just working super, super hard and they're able to reach their goals and everything. I know that as they focus their attention on certain areas, they'll be able to complete even more now that they've got the hang of things. So you guys can do anything. Keep moving forward. Keep reevaluating and keep readjusting those goals and those steps to reach those goals in order to reach them, and hopefully reach them sooner than planned. But as long as you're working towards those goals as hard as you can, you're going to complete them. It may take a little bit more time than you thought, or you may be able to reach them sooner than you thought, but you'll be able to get them. I'm so proud of you guys for what you've been doing so far. So let's go over some of the statistics from March. This number is a little lower than what we actually have. The report is still running, and I've been able to put in some manual enrollments to count them for those that have emailed me or that called me over the phone where for some reason it didn't go through the portal and it needs to count. So it's approximately 1,663 for March, so congratulations guys, that's a great number. Moving forward, that's more than February, and February was our best month, so just to let you guys know, March was our highest month for enrollment, so we beat February's mark. So you guys are definitely the reason for that. Diamond Club is doing amazing. You guys are moving forward, which is, I couldn't ask for anything else, you know? You guys are really amazing, and I love working with you all. So just to give you an idea, that's about 24.5 enrollments per participant that's currently participating. And that's about 2.5 more enrollments per participant than we had in February for everyone that was participating. So a couple of people didn't quite complete the requirements for February, so they weren't able to continue, and that's why the enrollments per participant kind of increased there, and that's where we're at per participant currently participating. So these are the most improved participants from February to March. The left side is kind of actual enrollments. We've got the most improved for their enrollments number-wise, and then percentage-wise is on the right. Those that improved like 150 or 200% better than they did in February. So congratulations, guys. Nick Fairbairn, Polly Delaney, Tess LaMonica, Michelle Gay, Andrew and Zinta Myers, Gina Whitelaw, Carrie Edmonds, Carly Modra, Tanya Ormsby, and Philomena Haddad. You guys are doing really great. Keep up the good work. We've seen the improvement from you from one month to the next. Keep that going here into April and into May towards the end, and we'll be able to see a lot more success. So good job, guys. Let's go on and look at the Start Strong incentive. So let's start this month off strong. It's always better to get those enrollments early in the month so that you can focus on building your team and working with them towards the end of the month, so you don't have to stress about trying to qualify for the next month or anything like that. It relieves a lot of pressure and weight off your shoulders when you do that. So that's why we encourage that. It helps everybody all around. Obviously, we want you to set higher goals than what the requirements are, but sometimes things come up or it's just not available at that time, you know? So how are you going this month? As of right now, you should have about 3 enrollments to be on track for the 18 by the end of the month. And if you are going for the Start Strong promotion for that second tier, which is the 18th enrollments by the 15th, you need about 6 by today or tomorrow in order to be on track for that. Obviously, you could have an event where you get all 18 in one day, and maybe that happens on the 14th or 15th. Anything can happen in Diamond Club. I've seen it before. So these are just kind of some numbers of where you might want to be at as an average day by day in order to reach that incentive to get these free products. So I was able to confirm the final product for the incentive for the second tier, the 18 enrollments by the 15th of the month. You guys should already know this by Facebook and the email. It's you get the free Passion and Forgive oils from our emotional therapy range. So this is actually a really good incentive. I know you guys are really looking forward to seeing these new oils that have just come into our market. They're available for purchase, and some of them are a little bit expensive by themselves or in that emotional therapy range. So I wanted to try and give you guys an incentive here and get those oils for free as you get those 18 enrollments by the 15th. And I know you can do it. There's a lot of people that have already qualified for these by having a lot of enrollments to put through over the weekend. So congratulations, guys. The other tier for those that get 12 by the 18th, which is still an amazing accomplishment to get that many by the 15th, which relieves a lot of pressure off you in the second half of the month, like we talked about earlier, is if you get this 12 enrollments by the 15th, you get a free Correctex and the essential oil deodorant. So these are also some of the new products that were released in February and announced during our convention. And all these products are now available by themselves, like the emotional therapy range as well as the touch oils. Those are all available by themselves for purchase from the local warehouses. So we look forward to seeing a little bit more competition and trying to reach these goals by the 15th of the month to get those incentives. So set those goals a little higher and work a little harder in the first part of the month to try and get those incentives. Here's the top 20 and the points that you have for Diamond Club. Our leaders right now, Michelle Gay with 415, and then from there it goes Lynn and Peter Guerin, John Croft, Hussein Appleby, Tanya Zaida, Penny Hardy, Aaron Blott, Nick Fairbairn, Polly Delaney, Renee and Byron Twilley, Kirsten Thrush, Rosemary and Gavin Nanny, Margarita Humphreys, Michelle and Godfrey Tyndall, June Goshling, Sam Bunker, Penny Huxtable, Helen O'Grady, Pip Hughes, and Daryl Trinbat. These are the top 20. Congratulations, guys. You guys are doing great. You're setting a great example. I say this every week. Keep moving forward. Please share your success on Facebook and let us know how you're doing. Let us know what's creating the success for you and how you're able to do that in order for us to share that with everyone so that they are able to take those notes and apply them to their own teams to move forward and have success as well. We are seeing a lot of changes in the rankings, not just in the top 20, but everywhere. A lot of success is happening, so we're seeing a lot of change in what's happening rank-wise, at least in the competition part of Diamond Club. So remember, focus on your personal goals and your team goals in order to reach those, so that you can see the success that way, and then you'll see the results otherwise in the competition as well. So congratulations, everybody. And we're going to go ahead and have an amazing guest speaker in Helen Duke. I'll go ahead and bring her on here for us. She's been a Diamond Club participant in the last few years and has some insight in how to work with Diamond Club and work with your team, and in order to stay positive and able to reach your goals. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on here. Helen,
hi, Logan.
Hi, how are you doing? We have you live here on the webinar.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me today to speak. I do have an 8-week-old baby with me that I'm babysitting, so hopefully he'll be nice and quiet.
Well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for being here with us, and I guess I'll just give you the time for now for what you have to share with everybody, okay?
Yes, absolutely. So yes, this is my 3rd Diamond Club. It's been amazing, and I've learned so much about myself and my team, and it is really hard work, and it really does push you out of your comfort zone, but I think that's when the magic happens, you know, when we're pushed out of our comfort zone, and we have those days. So yeah, I just wanted to share my experiences to help others. My first Diamond Club, I was actually a baby elite, so the rules were a little bit different back then, and I guess I didn't have a very strong team, but I just wanted to go and share the oils and with everyone. So I went everywhere and anywhere. It wasn't planned too well, and if someone asked me to go somewhere, I would. There was a lot of multitasking, but I had I've got a 16 and 14-year-old, so I had them like 50% of the time they'd go and spend time with their dad at that time. So on the week that they were spending time with their dad, I would go and do as many classes and travel as much as I could, and then I'd be back to mum the following week. So I did make it through Diamond Club, and it was an amazing experience, but it taught me to be more organised and planned the second time round. So last year, circumstances changed for me, and I had my daughter full-time and my son 50% of the time. And my daughter was actually getting really badly bullied and having a really hard time in life. So I actually chose to homeschool her during Diamond Club. She was 14 years old. So it was more planned. But the first week of Diamond Club, I actually had something happened to me in my life, which, as I say, life happens sometimes, and even when we think we're organised and planned, my partner, who has 3 beautiful boys, who were 7, 11 and 14 at the time, lost their mother, and I was supposed to go to Perth that week to speak alongside Natalie Goddard and start my 2nd Diamond Club journey. So it was very devastating and traumatic, and my whole world stopped that day. And so I called Helen Shaw and I said I can't do Diamond Club, and I devoted all my time and my love and energy into my partner and my 3 boys. But about a week to 10 days later, obviously there was so much going on, and he knew how much doTERRA meant to me, and he just told me to go and do what I love. So I actually started Diamond Club halfway through February and completed Diamond Club again. I really felt my team were on board with me, and they understood Diamond Club a lot better that time round. So 3rd time lucky. I do have my kids both full-time now. So it is a juggling act, and I'm teaching my daughter to drive, and one's in high school and one's in an apprenticeship. So I am very planned. I'm working with my leaders and their wellness advocates. So yeah, I just feel, I mean, Diamond Club, there is a sacrifice with spending time with family and friends, but it's only 4 months and it's so worth it. And last year I actually replaced my income. I'm a massage therapist, so I reached gold after the second Diamond Club attempt, and that was just amazing at the June leadership retreat on the Gold Coast last year. So I rank advanced, my volume increased so much, but most importantly my leaders became leaders themselves and they were inspiring people. My team really stepped up, and you know, it does require a lot of hard work and effort. I'm sponsoring 2 girls this Diamond Club. I have 5 people on my team doing Diamond Club this year, and one of my amazing, we call her Unicorn Sparkling girls, just ranked to platinum last month, which was just sensational. And I was, you know, jumping and dancing and crying and laughing all over the house, and it just makes my heart sing to see people's lives change in this way. So there is a lot of self-development and balance. I really feel, you know, when you explain to your team the opportunity that Diamond Club presents, then they really start to see that it helps us all. Sorry, I'll just find the dummy. So I really feel, you know, I see the potential in people and the magic in people, but I guess that's one lesson I've learned as well, is we need to accept people where they are. They might not always be ready and they might not see what you see. So yeah, I think Diamond Club's really created more momentum in my out of areas as well as my local areas. You know, you do experience so many highs and lows, but you put all of that in a 4-month period, in a 4 months time frame. We've always called it a roller coaster, and it's Diamond Club's the roller coaster amplified. But you have your, you know, fantastic days, you have your challenging days, and they're the days that you really need to dig deep, you know, within yourself on these days, and, you know, just say to yourself, am I really committed to this? And I feel once you do Diamond Club and you complete Diamond Club, you'll never stop with doTERRA, and it really, you know, helps solidify your purpose and your belief in yourself, and knowing your why is so important. And yeah, it's really given me the opportunity to spend time with my family, to work with the people that I love, and become more, you know, the person that I you know, thought I could never be, really, just to push through and, you know, encourage everybody who's doing Diamond Club to put the effort in. Everyone's doing so amazingly, and, you know, just meeting other leaders at the recent Get to Know doTERRA event in Margaret River was just beautiful, because we've all got something to teach each other. And I think if your leaders, you know, your leaders will have more faith and belief in you, you know, and in themselves, and it really gives them so much more confidence to do what you're doing. I think weekly mentoring calls is really important with your upline and your downline, and just keeping that communication flowing and being supportive of each other, and just being smart with time, because we all know time is so valuable and we're all trying to do the balancing act. So yeah, so that's about my journey so far. Logan?
Excellent. Thank you so much, Helen. We're able to learn so much from each other, and from Diamond Club and the experiences we have. So grateful for you and your sharing with us here today. So I'm I imagine everyone's taken something positive and learned something from your experiences in order to move forward in Diamond Club
Thank you.
with their team. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Excellent. We're going to be having a lot more participants and in the webinars here in the next coming months as well, so that you guys can share your experiences and your success. That's one way I'm going to have some of the leaders in the standings share their success with you guys through these webinars here in the future. So look forward to that. Just wanted to let you guys know about the contact information again, my phone number, our website, and the email. Some of you have been emailing me through the Facebook email that my Facebook account is through. Please do not email that email. I don't check it very often, other than for some of the Facebook things, but usually I'm on Facebook during the working hours to be able to communicate. You can chat with me through the Facebook messages as well. So please feel free to send me those emails, questions, concerns. I'll try to get those standings out at the end of each week and get you and your sponsors some of the update and progress reports on how you're doing through Diamond Club. So I'll be calling quite a few of you this week to see how you're doing, and I'll be processing reimbursements this week. So please, if you haven't got those in, get them into me today. I need to get those in as soon as possible so we can get those refunds to you quickly as well. So thank you for participating this week in the webinar, and we'll see you next week.